Just realized they walled off the locker section there. Funny enough, I've played this game and I never actually tried looking at that. Ooh, wait, there's something I gotta check though. As the consistency of Yakuza is kind of all over the place, one of the big things that's always changing is the location of New Serena. If it's okay, so the stairs are going this way this time. Okay. Something tells me that this is actually going to be the way that New Serena is going to be laid out for the rest of the game series. Kind of in that weird thing where, because usually the steps actually, I think in like Yakuza, Yakuza 0, 1, 3, 4, and 5, the stairs are going the other way. One of the funny inconsistencies. Actually, does that mean that the Bolorama is still there? I never usually try to explore sometimes, except when I'm off stream. But anyways, hi everyone! Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Kaz, and welcome back to Cosplays. We are continuing Yakuza 7. As we have just gotten back through a crazy amount of, oh, damn it. As we got through a crazy amount of cutscenes in the last thing, as we realized that the Tojo clan is absolutely no more. And they don't exist it doesn't seem like they exist any longer, and only the Omi alliance is still present. Which also is apparently where Arakawa has been, so... As he's now a big shot in the Omi alliance, amazingly, so... And if we can believe what Adachi has told us, he has literally betrayed the entire Tojo clan by essentially just giving information to the police, so that way they can get totally booted out of Kamurocho entirely. Of course, Ichiban refuses to believe something like that because, you know, why would you? It's so crazy and out there. Oh, hey, that's no longer the kitchen place, the wet kitchen. It's a card shop, funny enough, or anime thing. Ah. Okay, it looks like the Turbo, or Rizap gym is no longer there, and it looks like it's a dim sum place, actually, now. There's the Bolorama, which we can't go in, because the game doesn't want us to bowl anymore! Huh. When did this become a huge thing? Well, oh god. Oh, am I gonna be fighting through somebody's display here? We'll go with the Tenacious Fist. Ha! Learn to aim better next time! Ow. You know, now that I think about it, something that I've been curious about is, what would you actually call Ichiban's hairstyle in this? It's this kind of like frilly, poofy look. It's not quite an afro, but it's like, I don't know. But it is iconic to his character, and he pretty much will sport that for the remainder of the series. Though he does actually, sometimes, he does change the hairstyle a bit, so it doesn't always look like that. But you know that things are serious when he breaks out this hairstyle, funny enough. Ow. Oops. Okay, well, that's enough little exploring around Kamurocho. Let's get back to the main storyline. So we're gonna go to the only place that we can go, or at least, or not the only place that we can go, but like one of the only few places that we know of, which is the Arakawa family office, and hopefully there might be some answers there. But judging by the fact that so much has happened in like the 18 years that Ichiban has been in prison. Though now that I think about it, yeah, like the whole yeah, I guess you kind of saw some of the startings of that, of the Omi cleansing of the Tojo clan. You kind of saw that a little bit in Yakuza 6 when the police force pretty much just put Majima and Daigo Majima, Daigo, and Saejima in prison for the pretty much for the entire game. So yeah, I guess this was this was the plan to fruition. It was secretly Arakawa this whole time. But let's go see what we can find at the office. Oh yeah, you'll notice we can't go into Shine anymore, although it's called Queen Rouge. So, well, can't see how can't say that I was that surprised that nothing's here anymore.
ちょっとあんた、何してんだい？
おっちゃん、ここに入ってた事務所はどうした？
事務所？ここ、前はガールズバーだったよ。
じゃあその前だよ。事務所入ってただろう。
いや、中古パソコン屋だったね。その前はメイド喫茶で、その前はフィリピンパブだったかな。
18年前、ここは組の事務所だったろ？
組の事務所？
シンプルに言えばヤクザの事務所だ。ここに入ってたはずなんだ。荒川組って看板がここにあっただろ。
そんな昔のことはわからんけど、あの荒川組って昔はこんなちんけなところに入ってたのかい？
おお、荒川組を知ってんのか？
そりゃカムロ町で知らないもんはいないだろう。
We know of the Arakawa family. It's huge. Even though, you know, that probably happened in, what, 2 years?
そんなにでかくて有名なのか？で、今、その荒川組はどこにあるんだい？探してんだよ。
さあ、どこだろうな。でも今時、薬剤さんも看板ドーンってつけて商売できない時代だし、荒川くらい有名ならなおさらだろうから。
そっか。わかった。ありがとうよ。
大丈夫なのかい？
なあ。新しい事務所の場所はタバコ屋のばあさんに聞くよ。情報通のばあさんなら絶対知ってるからよ。
そうかい。
Boy, that cigarette shop's kind of still there. That's kind of amazing. The janitor made it sound like the Arakawa family finally made it big. Can't wait to see them now. But the problem is, where'd they go? Well, couldn't hurt to ask the old lady at the cigarette shop, I guess. Sadly, I don't have a good Ichiban voice for the English dub when I'm reading out the narrations. At least with Kiryu, I could just lower my voice like an octave and then it kind of works. Holy crap, it's still here.
ばあさんは？ああ、前の店長のことかい？あの人はとっくに田舎に帰ったよ。今頃は老人ホームでのんびりしてんじゃないの？そっか。
あのさ、荒川組の事務所って今。
あ、悪いね。お客さんだ。
荒川組の場所だけ。
ああ、おっちゃん、いつものくれや。
Oh,
はいよ。
how much you want to know that I'm gonna beat the crap out of this guy?
つけとけや。
しばらく見ねえうちに行儀の悪い連中が増えたもんだ。まったく情けねえ。
なんやと？
あのな、誰からそんな教育受けたんだ？あ？いいか。組員が登場会のバッジつけて街歩くときゃ。近江連合。
なんやこれ。我どこのもんや。
俺は荒川組のもんだ。
なんや。 新入りかいな。わしも荒川組や。
ざけんな。荒川組が多い。荒川組はな。あんたも今日先代の墓参りしてたのか。
あ？おう、そういや今日は行事の日やな。
Oh, wait, you were that crazy dude who kept shouting at him.
組長と幹部、あとは専属のお付きの連中だけなんや。よう覚えとけ、新入り。
その組長って誰だ。
はあ？何言うとんねん。
誰なんだ。
近江連合若頭代行荒川真澄に決まっとるやろが。ふん、組長の名前ど忘れかいな。しっかり精神入れ。
その新入りってのはやめてもらいてえな。俺は近江の世話になった覚えはね
何？己さっき荒川組言うたやろが。
ああ、言ったぜ。でも俺はな、登場界の荒川組員だ。
登場会？何寝言言うてんねん。
寝言に聞こえるか。
聞こえんな。まだ害虫が残っとったんだ。本部から害虫は見つけ次第殺しても構わへんと言われとってな。
ここは俺の故郷だ。害虫はてめえの方だろが。
さっさと駆除したろ。登場界の虫けらが。やってもらう。やってやるぜ。
All right. Well, who knew that this was gonna come? Of course, I'm gonna have to start fighting people immediately. Oh crap! I'm about to die. That's something else that I have to admit I'm not a fan of about turn-based combat like this, is that I do have to keep an eye on my health way more frequently than I would if I was just in a brawler.
荒川のおやさんが近江に寝返って登場界ぶっ潰したってのはマジなのか。答えろ。
せや
兄貴。
こいつ登場界の残党や。いかない。
なんやて。わたんかいこら。
Oh crap. Where'd he go?
Oh.
Hit up the other families. Don't let him out of Kamurocho. That was a close one. Hmm? Champion District. There's a sight for sore eyes. Oh, huh? Aren't you Ichi? Huh? Oh my god. What was your name again? It's me, Michio. I used to run a bar. Huh? Michio? It's been such a long time, Ichi. Oh, man, finally a familiar face. Ew, back off! Huh? You reek of smoke, Ichi. I do? Oh, yeah, I guess I was just at the tobacco shop. Wait, don't you smoke yourself? Get out of here. I gave up drinking and smoking ages ago. What? Moonshine Michio went cold sober? It must have been around when you went to prison. I ended up getting pretty sick. It was either quit drinking or smoking or let him send me to an early grave. So I went cold turkey on both of them. Wow, you really turned it around. I'm practically a health nut now. No alcohol, tobacco, or additives. And I'm eating better too. I'm trying to up my water intake too. Did you know 70% of the body is made up of water? Even knowing that, most people don't drink nearly enough water. This is now turning into a PSA about why you should drink more water. Michio. Maybe you could ease up on the water trivia and tell me a bit about Kamurocho. What happened with the Tojo clan at Arakawa-san while I was gone? I don't know the first thing about it, but your bar was pretty popular with the Tojo clan guys, wasn't it? My bar is a health food cafe now. When I banned smoking and drinking, I lost that type of customer. I don't know what the Yakuza are up to, and I couldn't care less about people who don't treat their bodies like temples. Oh. It's not a crack at me and my terrible eating habits. But if you're curious, why not track down Ushio? Ushio? Remember your senpai from middle school? No. Oh yeah, that's a guy who used to sell black market porn. He's a magazine writer these days, and he fancies himself a go-to guy for coverage on the Yakuza. Really? That's perfect! Well, I have my doubts that he's all that great a journalist. He'll say he's out researching a story, and then I'll see him slacking off by the children's park. Children's park, huh? Well, that's where I'm going then. Thanks, Michio. Swing by my cafe when you can, will you? I got this new spring water called Aha Divine. It says it can even cure illness. Oh god, is that same... Oh my god, that reminds me of that old, there was a side mission back in, Yakuza 0 where Kiryu was being, like he was, what you call it? He was, not conned, but he was being pressured into buying a miracle water, which would then literally turned into a MLM scheme. Was that what it was called? Was it called the Aha Divine? It might have been. Ichio sure has changed. I'm glad she's doing well, but it's kind of sad too. Well, maybe I could find Ushio at the children's park. Maybe may as well check it out. Oh man, they didn't put me near a restaurant. I guess... Yeah, the Little Asia is probably the closest one with the restaurant. Oh. Ah! Poopy. They're not gonna let me go back that way. Oh, great. Hopefully I don't run into any random encounters before I get to a restaurant. And there's a random encounter right there. Ooh, wait, I can get to Conrai. No, I'm gonna get Korean food. No, not Korean food. What is this? This is, well, it's kind of like a Korean barbecue. Oh, geez, that is expensive. We'll just go with, one of these. We're gonna have a lot more money. We're definitely gonna have a lot more money in the coming games, but currently, right now, and especially near the beginning of the game, you're gonna be kind of trying to get money from literally about any avenue for a while. Because Ichiban is essentially kind of homeless at this point, because he has nowhere to go, and nobody's there here to greet him, and he just keeps getting attacked by randos on the street. I remember when I first saw this, when I first like saw the weak thing that keeps coming out whenever I'm punching people, I actually thought that meant that my attack wasn't doing a lot of damage. When in fact it's actually the opposite. That actually means your attack is doing extra damage because the enemy is weak to that type of attack. It comes into a lot more handy when you start having to, you know, keep in mind about like blunt object fighting, and then like other elemental attacks and everything. But anyways, oh. Nah. How many times we gotta tell you? Quit hanging around here. You made a promise. Now hand it over. Chill out, would you? It's just a pic of you walking, and you look like a badass in it. It's not a matter of we look cool or not. The Omi doesn't do the whole press thing. So back off, or you'll be the one, or I'll be the one doing the snapping. Well, are there any exceptions? They're gonna run you 1,000,000 yen a shot if you really want him. That's just crazy!
Oh.
Is it now? Then say goodbye to your camera. Wait, I still owe money on that thing. You think I care? Whew, man. That was a good catch. Oh. Ugh.
Oh.
Why break a perfectly good camera? Who the hell are you? I gotta talk to this guy. Don't worry, I'll make sure the shot gets deleted. That makes it square, right? Aren't you Ichiban? Ichiban Kasuga? You got out? Been a while, Ishio. Hey, isn't he that Tojo clan guy? What? Red suit, scraggly hair, it's gotta be him. He's the one on the Arakawa family told us to look for. If we kill him and drag him back, we'll be fucking heroes. Why do you need to drag him back? Just take a snapshot of him. You can just take a snapshot of his dead body and then that's it. Don't go anywhere, I gotta handle some scumbags real quick. The hell was that? Get him! Trust me, the enemies are gonna get way crazier as this game goes on. You're gonna see that position that dude is standing in with the two scissors, because it's a very odd enemy that those are attached. That fighting style is attached to. Oh no, I'm raged. Ow. Luckily, I'm not raged anymore. But I am bleeding profusely. Oh crap. Oh man, you know what? I should have. That charismatic persuasion move, I have never gotten that to work for me. It's kind of hard to. My hair is very crazy like that.
そのカメラまだローンが残ってる。
近江連合と東上会残党の捨て頃現場。いいぞいいぞ。この写真は高く売れるぜ。サンキュー一番。
Hey, wait! you still have questions you gotta answer! Oh. Oh no! Well, so much for trying to keep that camera good.
てめえ、なんてことしてくれるんだこれ。
よせよ。悪いのはパイセンだって。ほら、さっさと行け。
次に会ったらただじゃ済まねえからな。
だが、さっきまで脅されてた人間だと思えねえな。
覚えてろよ、カムロップ。
カムロップ？
カムロ町のイメージアップっつって2年前に出てきたゆるキャラだ。
ゆるキャラ？なんだそれ。
無所帰りで話すと拉致が開かねえ。で、俺に用事ってなんだ。
なあ、パイセン。荒川組に、いや、荒川のおやっさんに何があったんだ。
そういや、お前荒川んとこの若衆だったな。
実話雑誌の記者なら知ってんだろう。おやっさんは近江に寝返るような人じゃなかったはずだ。
荒川がなんで変わっちまったかそれぐらい知ってるさ。伊達に記者で飯を食ってるわけじゃねえ。
教えてくれよ。
お前が無所に入ったのって何年前だ。
18年前だ。
ってことはその頃荒川の息子がいただろ。
いたよ。若のことだろ。俺はお付きやらせてもらってた。
あ りゃ詳しくは知らねえがよ。あいつ難病だったんだってな。
ああ。でも今どうしたんだろ
死んじまったよ。
う。いつどうして。
お前が無所に入って3年くらい経った頃かな。病気が悪化して打つ手がなくなったらしい。荒川はその子を可愛がってたんだろ。
可愛がってたなんてもんじゃねえ。親さんは若のためだったら何だって。
多分荒川が変わっちまった原因はそれだろう。我が子に先立たれるほど辛いもんはねえからな。
そりゃ辛かったなんてもんじゃねえだろうけど、でもだからって登場会を裏切るなんて。
あのな一番、お前には分かんねえかもしれねえが、子供の存在ってのは親にとって全てだ。生きがいなんだ。でもそれを失ったからといっても生きていかなきゃなんねえ。それが人生ってもんだろ。生きがいを失ったらまた新しい生きがいを見つけなきゃ生きていけねえ。荒川は極道だ。それも生粋のな。奴が選んだ新しい生きがいはなりふり構わず修羅の道を突き進むことだったんじゃねえのか。
Arakawa's not the Joker. You can't just say that he wants to watch the world burn.
ところでお前、さっきのチンピラが言ってたけど、近江の連中と一悶着起こしたのか。
ああ。
じゃあもうカムロ町をうろつくのはやめとけ。それともまだ何か用でもあんのか。どこか行く気か。
え？
カムロ町にお前の居場所なんてねえんだぞ。
どこ行きゃいいんだ。俺。
いや知らねえけど、とにかくお前はもう近江の連中に目つけられてるんだ。すぐ町を出ろ。家とか戻ったりすんなよ。
家？
お前が生まれた家だよ。ソープの
桃源郷。
Oh yeah, because yeah.
まさか桃源郷に行くのか。やめとけって。お前下手したら殺されるぞ。
殺す？いっそ殺してくれ。
Ooh, wow. Man, Ichiban's gonna have a rude awakening when he sees what became of Shangri-La. So again, my like question was always, why didn't another business try to run it, like try to move in there? It seemed like it was a good location. It had a nice I don't know, like a nice environment. It was a it was a soap land, but like I'm pretty sure they could easily I don't know, redo it or whatever.
ごちそうさん。
ありがとうございました。
And thank God we don't have to worry about the hunger gauge anymore. We can just get rid of that. And now we can just eat to our heart's content, as long as we've got money, which I am slowly running out of. And what are my items like? I've got a lot of onigiri, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough. Oh well. Yeah, they're constructing Little Asia. Oh, darn it. Oh well, I need the cash. So yeah, let's just fight. Then again though, these guys don't really carry a whole lot of cash, it's like... Oh, darn it. Ah.
俺の番だな。こっちだ、頼む。ほら来いよ。よし、行くぞ。
Yoish! Yep, only 120 yen. That's literally like a dollar. And now that the yen, I think, has even fallen further, so it's not even just like, you know, 100 yen is $1 now. It's like even lower than that now, or I guess greater. Like 120 something yen is a dollar.
ツアーの締めは桃源郷か。いいコースだな。お前さんは必ずここに来ると思ってたよ。あんた、足立？すげえよな。ネオン眩しいカムロ町にこんなもんが何年も野ざらしなんだぜ。ここで何があったんだ。登場会の構想でここにダンプが突っ込んだんだよ。そっから誰も寄りつかず半グレのアジトに使われたり不気味な奴らが住み着いたりって感じだな。そうかい。なるほど。長かったんだな、本当に。18年って時間はよ。お前の記憶にあるカムロ町とはだいぶ違うだろうな。そういや中道通りのあれは見たか。え？新カムロ署だよ。カムロ町の出入りを監視する関所みてえにそびえ立ってる。
That actually kind of does make me wonder, where was like Adachi gonna take Ichiban? I guess maybe he would have probably just taken him to his place, because he had a lot of questions about this.
もう俺にはどうでもいいよ、そんなもん。春日、俺が今までにお前に話したことで嘘は一つもない。お前の登場会は消えた。今この町を牛耳ってるのは関西から入り込んできた近江連合だ。どうだ、俺の話を信じるか。はあ、いいタイムだ。俺の読みより全然早いな。はあ、お前は自分で見聞きしたことしか信じねえって男だ。俺の口からどう説明されてもな。だから結局全てを理解するまでお前は自分の足で歩き続けるしかなかった。何でもお見通しみてえに言うんだな。いやみったらしくタイムまで測りやがって。少なくともお前がここに来るのは当てたろ。足立専用、あんたの狙いは何なんだい。捜査に協力してもらいたい。はあ、お前の組長荒川真澄は警視庁を通じて登場会を潰し、カムロ町に近江連合を引き込んだ。ただ極道が警視庁に取り入るにはまずでかい金を手土産にしたはずだ。俺はその金が警視総監の堀之内十郎にも流れたと見ている。警視総監？俺の狙いはその首だ。堀之内とは因縁の中でな。だが神奈川県警の一免許センター職員が警視総監をつつき回せるわけもねえ。だから切り崩すとしたら荒川真澄からだ。なるほど。それでおやっさんとゆかりのある俺に目をつけた。まあ、荒川真澄がどうやってのし上がったのか、なんで登場会を裏切ったのか、お前は知りたいはずだ。
God, yeah, you know, it makes me think that, yeah, like during that whole time, like Arakawa was just sort of like biding his time for like 16 years before, just waiting for Ichiban to get out of prison, and then he was like, you know what, I can't wait anymore, I gotta spring this plan, because it's like, it's weird that we've never heard of the Arakawa clan until now.
近江の幹部らを連れて地方の親分衆とでかい会合を持つことになってる。でかい会合？ああ、親睦会といや聞こえはいいが、要は改めて関東一円に睨みを利かせようって場だ。荒川にとっちゃ極道の格を問われる大事な場面になる。あんたよくそんな情報つかめたな。刑事時代のコネを使ったんだよ。きっちり金も取られたけど。そうかい。 それでその会合ってのはどこだ？
よくぞ聞いてくれた。見てみろ、あの店。平安楼だ。
あの店は。
なんだ、行ったことあんのか？あそこは超高級店だ。えらい高えんだぞ。
いや、でもおやっさんは昔約束してくれたんだ。あそこで北京ダック食おうって。荒川のおやっさんが俺を呼んでる。
あ？どうした？
場所がここだってこともきっと偶然じゃねえ。いや、きっとそうだ。
目を覚ませ。地方の親分衆を迎えて飯を食うんだ。ここらで高級店は少ねえ。場所がたまたまここなのはあくまで偶然だ。
とにかく俺は行くぜ。あそこに行きゃおやっさんに会えるんだ。
待てって。会合は夜になってからだ。おまけにお前、東上会の残党だって近江に面が割れてんだろ。とっ捕まったら荒川に会うどころじゃねえぞ。だいたい正面突破で行くとかバカだろ。ちゃんと店に潜り込む策はあるって。
策って？
その時が来るまで楽しみにしてろ。
なんだよ、じゃあ夜まで待つだけか。
いや、お前だって少しは準備ってもんがいるだろう。一旦別れて夜またここで落ち合おう。あとこいつ渡しとくぞ。
なんだこりゃ。
Wow, he's just giving him a smartphone just like that.
どうやって使うんだよこれ。普通の携帯より難しいんじゃねえのか？
習うより慣れろだ。とりあえず俺からの電話に出られりゃそれでいい。
分かった。
Ah, okay, so now... Oh, yes, so this is the other thing that I'm so happy about that they added in this game, and pretty much I think, probably every other Yakuza game afterwards, is you can now call a taxi from wherever you are to come pick you up. Boy, the only thing that I'm kind of curious though is where exactly did Ichibani kind of hang out? Oh god, get out of the way, out of the way. The funny thing is, he might have said during that cutscene, but I was ultimately not paying attention. Okay. Well, I am about as ready as I will ever be going into this next portion, which is pretty much, I think, the equivalent of what it would be like when you enter in a dungeon in any game, or like you're battling through a castle in any of these games. Like, you just, there's gonna, like, especially like these types of RPGs, rather than the like, you know, the standard, well, actually, no, not the standard, but like, you know, the amount of guys that you just kind of come to each floor with. In this case, there's just a crap load of dudes who we are gonna enter in turn-based combat for.
あれ？足立さんどこだ？ここで待ち合わせっつったのによ。
とにかくあの事業は今すぐ売却するんだよ。え？もったいない？いつも言ってるだろう。ビジネスと女性はキャッチ&リリースだ。
Oh, never mind. We're not going to get started with the finale with this meeting yet.
だから価値が増すのさ。ん？オフィスに戻れだって？オーマイガー。何のために君らに高い給料を払ってると思ってんだい？
I gotta go. Some weird guy with a crazy hairstyle is just staring at me. You sound really important.
What?
この辺でガタイのいいおっさん見なかったか？
ガタイのいいおっさん？ソーリー、僕の目には綺麗なレディーしか見えないんだよ。
おっと。
It's like, you, really? Okay. I mean, people can appear as any way that they do, but
ちょっと待てよ。電話のかけ方どうやんだ？
おや、慣れてないようだね。貸してみな。僕がレクチャーしてあげよう。
いいのか？
なーに、お安いご用さ。
おお、こら見つけたで。もう逃がさんぞこら。
近江連合。くそ、こんな時に。
あれ、日光方。どない落とし前つける気や。
Who are you? どちらさん？
Who are you?
わしらに不良物件売りつけてやる。
I don't speak Japanese.
の営業権をお買い上げいただいた。
あの店全然儲からんやんけ。どない落とし前つける気や。
おかしいな。僕が経営してた頃は毎月繁盛してたんだけどね。
アホ抜かせ。毎日大赤や。こな子はどんどん辞めるし客も入らん。電気代も払えんわ。
そこは君たちがもっと営業努力をしないと。
なんやと？もともと不良物件やったんちゃうんかい。倍額で買い取れや。
わお、ナイスジョーク。
それ近江連合なめとるか。
待てよ。
Your beef is with me, I thought. Seriously.
俺にスマホの使い方を教えてくれるとこだったんだ。用があんなら列になれね。
What if they went, tell you what, we'll beat the crap out of this guy, and then we'll teach you how to use the cell phone.
もじゃもじゃ頭や。あ？ほら、兄貴たちが言うてましたや。登場界の残党がおったって。それが赤スーツのもじゃもじゃ頭。
野郎、もじゃもじゃもじゃもじゃ言いやがって。
君もなかなかトラブルメーカーみたいだね。
あんた、ニック大型だったか？危ねえからちょっと下がってな。
ここは任せちゃっていいのかい？
なあ、そん代わり片付いたらスマホの使い方を教えてくれ。
オーケー。
ごちゃごちゃ抜かしよって。いてまうとこら。
Nico Gata, funny enough, actually will become a pretty, like, he's not like to the most like important to the story bits of Yakuza that much, but he will be a character that is definitely referenced quite a few times throughout this game, and I think even the next game too, with some of the mini games that you have. So this is why we're meeting him this way. Oh no! Fear is terrible. It's like paralyzation, paralyzed in Pokemon. Or though, well, no, actually no. Fear just means that you can't attack. Also, I probably shouldn't reference Pokemon at all, because I gotta be honest, I did not play that game series since the God, I think the last one that I played was probably Ruby and Sapphire, and even then, I didn't even finish that. I kind of got distracted with other stuff, so I never went back to them. But yeah, it was Gold and Silver was the ones that I spent most of my time with.
痛そう。
で、本当のとこ、こいつらに言ったのは不良物件だったのか？
まさか、月数百万円は売り上げてたんだ。
Not my fault that they ran it into the ground.
そいつをなんでこんな連中に売ったんだ？
あんまりしつこくみかじめを要求してくるもんでね。何度も断ったのに。
そない楽に稼いどったら月10万くらいええやんけ。
だから僕は言ってやったんだよ。そんなに楽そうなら自分たちで経営してみたらって。
なんでこいつらに店を売ったってのか？
God.
さっきこいつら言ってたろ。
Wouldn't that be nice if you just had that much money that you could just say, you want my business? Fine, take it. Yeah, Nico Gata essentially is one of the richest dudes that we will ever meet. Kind of like, what's his name in the 5 billionaires from Yakuza 0.
そういうこと。案の定彼らはその重みを思い知らされたようだね。ビジネスってのは 女性と一緒さ。追いかける一方じゃ相手は逃げていく。要は駆け引きと愛情だが、それを続けるには努力が必要だ。どうだい、まだあの店を続けるかい？
もうゴリゴリや。あんな店持っとるだけで借金が増える。
なら僕が買い戻そう。ただし君らが買った時の半額でだ。
That's a great freaking business deal. I just made an extra couple. It's like I've just made an extra couple million just doing that.
ところで君、名前は？
春日だ。春日一番。
一番？へえ、ナンバーワンってことかな。は、僕は2。
I'm trying to think of what the equivalent, like an English equivalent of naming somebody Ichiban.
それはそうとさ。
Because, yeah, like that essentially means like the best or number one. So, like, I am actually kind of curious, like, yeah, what would be an English equivalent of that? I guess maybe if you named your kid, like, Champion, or, damn, I'm actually trying to think of, like, other names now that could actually work for that.
これからはメルトモだ。
なあ、まあいいんだけどよ。俺はちょっと訳ありだぜ。
I just got out of prison today, and trust me, it's been a real headache.
No problem. そんなの僕は気にしない。
一応言っとくと、罪状は殺した。
おっと、そうなのか。
I hope it was worth it, and he wasn't just some random dude.
随分とバカ正直な男だね、君は。ますます気に入ったよ。
そうか。
大丈夫、安心していいよ。僕の周りにはいろんな経歴の人間が山ほどいるんでね。君よりもよほどうさんくさい友人だって一人や二人じゃない。
ちなみに言っとくが、俺の周りにはあんたほどうさんくさいやつはいないな。
これはご挨拶だね。一番に一本取られたよ。
お？
じゃ、またな、一番。
無理に連絡くれなくてもいいんだぜ。
悪いが意地でもメールさせてもらうよ。
I'm amazed that you are after women. You are clearly wearing lipstick.
なんだよ、今のあいつは。
I don't know. It seems like kind of a fever dream. I don't know. But if he just says like, "Oh, thank God you saw him too," I thought for a minute I was going crazy.
そっちは今までどこ行ってたんだよ。ここで待ち合わせっつったのはあんただろう。
いや、ちょっと腹ごしらえと思って牛丼屋にな。で久々に特盛り頼んだら食うのに時間かかっちまってよ。
Oh man, I know that feeling. I used to be able to demolish those giant ass burgers and giant beef bowls like that, and then now that I'm getting a little older, I will not be able to do so. So unfortunately, we are kind of at a point where if I started the next part, it would be at least half an hour. So, and since I don't really want to go over time, I'm gonna go ahead and just sort of explore a little bit more of Kamurocho. So yeah, I do, again, I know I stated this in the past, but yeah, oh jeez. These guys are sophisticated Yakuza, which means they have more money! But as I stated before, the story is a little slow at times. It does kind of, you do have to kind of get a lot of people having these very in-depth conversations, which are surprisingly very rich topics. But yeah, but also it'd be good also for me to do a little bit of grinding right now. That way I can just get better supplies and everything when I go for this run. Oh, I thought. Ah, darn you! Why do you need backup? It's just the three. Oh wow! Holy crap! They're getting a lot of guys. Oh, thank God. I didn't know if that was gonna hit him. You know, with the new announcement of Yakuza 3 Kiwami, the funniest thing that I've noticed about all the comments of every video that I've seen is bring back Kiryu's red Hawaiian shirt, because he's wearing a little bit more of a colorful shirt than these guys, but it is kind of more primarily green and blue, and yeah, people do not like that look, and they keep saying bring back the red shirt, which I'm hoping that there's an option to change that. I don't know why Sega wouldn't do that, because you know, every game nowadays, especially when they're in a long series, has to have a bajillion callbacks. Hell, even Mario has tons of callbacks in Odyssey, when you could actually dress up in your old 64-bit look there at the polygons and everything. Sheesh, why is everybody so successful at calling backup? Unfortunately, the real like meat of Yakuza 7 actually is not here in Kamurocho. There's surprisingly not a whole lot to do here, other than like the standard mini games that we know of. Oh, actually, I think I just realized I think the Dragon Hotel has the Dragon Palace has closed, because yeah, the building's finally been made, so like they don't have that secret underground casino anymore. But so yeah, like there's actually, like, I don't know, it's kind of is one of the one of the issues that I have with Yakuza 7, and for that matter even Yakuza 8, where it's like they give us these giant vast open cities, but there's honestly not a whole lot to do. Like we can wander around, I can wander and I can keep fighting people like I'm doing right now, but like, yeah, it's just like, I don't know, when it comes to like, and then it kind of made me think about like other RPGs out there and other turn-based stuff that I've played, or not even just turn-based stuff, but just anything that's sort of like on that sort of mount. And like, you know, usually like they take place in like fantasy realms and whatnot, and so you can like talk to a lot of NPCs, and they have sometimes quests for you to do, and sometimes like, you know, they'll have like little things for you to do. And I don't know, you could just like talk to a lot more people. But like in Yakuza 7, I don't know, I think maybe because I've been here so many times already, that like I've gotten so accustomed to Kamurocho, as it were, that like, I don't know, like I feel like there's like a whole lot of things that they could have opened up for Ichiban especially, and like just some other cool like little mini games, because it feels like there's less mini games in this one. And you know, like one of the appeals that I had, that I remember from Yakuza like 0, like Yakuza 0, 2, 3, 4, and 5, was that like there was like tons of like other cool like games that you could play, and one of them I remember was just like, I don't know why, but they took out like a good chunk of the gambling games, because now we can only play blackjack and poker, but before we could play baccarat, we could play roulette, we could play, and then there was the other games, like the classic Japanese gambling style games that, like, you know, that everybody loves. You know, we can't even play Chohan in this. The only games that we're allowed to play are Koi Koi, which is by far the most bullshit game in the world, because, good lord, the freaking opponent knows what damn cards are coming. Though, I don't know, I feel like they toned the difficulty of Koi Koi down in like the later game series, and actually made it so that way you get a little bit more of an advantage playing it. Because I just remember playing that game and trying to get like the completion list for Koi Koi, especially back in the day, was just insane, because you just had to play so much freaking Koi Koi. And then, you know, you got, because like, especially in like the Yakuza 0, where you have to make like 25 million yen playing that game, and it's just like, oh god, how many more of these freaking like cards do I have to go through? Maybe I should do that the next time I'm in a battle. I should just kind of crouch down, look up at a guy and go, yeah, yeah, what do you say to that, huh? Yeah. Immediately get my ass kicked. Because I should warn you, I have never been in a fight before and I will get my ass kicked. So yeah, what do you say to that? Actually, what is in the Club Sega? Ah, yeah, Virtue Fighter. You know what's funny is, something that okay, so yeah, so they have the exact same, older, like, old-timey games and everything. What's hilarious that I found out in Yakuza 6 is that I actually ran into a, game-breaking glitch. So, I'm actually just gonna show it off, because I'm actually curious if this will be the case. You know what? Actually, wait. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna save before I do anything, just in case. I know this game has autosave, but just, you know, it's always good just to have a backup save file just in case. But yeah, let's take a look at Virtue Fighter. So Akira's second costume was not working. Oh, crap, I didn't select it. And so, yeah, every time you try to select the second costume, which also sucks because you can't actually beat the game with Akira because of that. But yeah, this is Virtue Fighter, which was a game that I was definitely not good at all. I mean, I'm already terrible when it comes to most fighting games. The only fighting game that I'm actually pretty decent at, and you know, I'm still nowhere near like expert level, is Smash Bros. And even then, like, you know, I've fought against. I remember somebody back in my college was this guy who was like really good at melee, and he was like one of those like cheap people who could like kick my ass immediately, but. I like to fight against him, even though he beat me like 7 out of 10 times. There was those few times that I would actually, that like, you know, if he wasn't careful, I'd actually eke out a victory. Okay, yeah, you know, I'm done. I thought I was gonna select the second costume because I wanted to see if that worked, but rather than spending all my money here, considering that literally Ichiban has, how much money do I have right now? 120. Oh god. Oh yeah. So yeah, here's the new smartphone. Why do I have so many emails? Oh, this is just the. Okay, yeah, this is just the tip stuff. Is there a mark all as red? But yeah, so so these other spots will be filled in. Currently, right now, yeah, we're not gonna have anything to do with the Suji Dex, this Gearworks, or the phone, because we don't know anybody or anything. Oh yeah, and so instead of at the pawn shop here, we can actually also buy weapons that we need, and rather than, you know, in the previous game where you could just buy any kind of crap, like there's actually like, so like you'll see like there's a ton of different weapons here. Lots of these I will not be able to use. These are mostly for Ichiban's other teammates, and something else that we could do to change our classes. Yeah, so we do also though get a bunch of other items here that we can. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna buy this just so that way I have just a little bit of extra defense. It's not much, and I've wasted $900 on a hat with holes in it. It seems like a really, really, really stupid thing to get, but in any case, though, I think that was it for my random tirade. Well, actually, not really a tirade, but just a little spiel about my feelings on Yakuza 7. So I'm gonna go ahead and call that the stream for now. So thank you all so much for tuning in. I will be back on Thursday with the next part of Super Mario Galaxy. So I hope to see you then. Take care.